Hey guys, I had meant to get this email or video out earlier, but I neglected, and having you guys throw down some confusion on this made me think I need to put this out here. So, when you are looking at the workouts and you see multiple types of the same workout, what we're trying to do is this. Griffin wanted the RX, so those who've been at the gym for maybe 9 months to 3 or 4 years or something could probably be fitting into this RX. Those who've been at the gym for probably maybe like 3 years or longer, or it came into it from like a college sport or something, might could handle this RX Plus. But the idea is for this workout to be, in this case, this hang power cleans at 85 pounds. Looking at Griffin, you'd say that's relatively light with 15 burpees. He's going to haul some major butt on this workout. So you want to go a little bit heavier because that's too light. Well, this should still be a hauling butt type of workout. So that's an RX version and an RX Plus version. Then there's usually an alternate for those who are new or still getting their feet wet inside of all this CrossFit stuff, or find that the weight on the RX side is still out of their league, is not something they're looking to do. So he had 55% of your one rep max for hang power clean. If you didn't have a measurement for that, you could use like power clean or something to find a number, and you could do that workout. So you could pick from one of these three to do. So it was a little confusing because unfortunately the RX Plus button got deselected when he saved it, so it actually doesn't have an RX Plus button. But normally, if there's an RX Plus written here, it'll have it, and that's just, it happens in Wodify. You guys see, it's a slow server sometimes. You click something and it doesn't show up. You click it again and it actually did take it, but you didn't see it. Now you just undid it and then you save and you're like, wait, what? So what would happen is, let's say I chose to do the RX Plus version. I would type in my score. I would hit RX Plus, which would normally be right here. In this case, there wasn't, so I just put RX Plus and hit, save, whatever, I'm done with it. So that gets my score in there. Had I chosen to do the regular version, then I would just, of course, clicked RX. If I had done the other one, so this is also the RX version of this altered similar workout, right? So if you had done it RX, you type your time in, click, yeah, it was 55% of my one rep max, click RX, I'm done, right? And my score would go here and it would show up. So for example, I know Evan did it because I was there with him. Yeah, so Evan did a do not score this one, so he clicked don't score, so that's good. And then he put in his time and his pounds and hit save. So he's got RX for the altered version at 30 pounds. And then the second part is pretty important that you guys should be using, and almost nobody is still using it. But if you want to have a hang power clean number and you don't have one yet, or you want to build a better number, then you put in. So for example, he did his sets in 3 sets of 10 every round. So 3 whole rounds of 3 sets. So that's 9 sets of 10 at 30 pounds, right? So that's going to create for him an estimated one rep max. So if you go to the whiteboard board, I think one was, maybe it wasn't the whiteboard. Let me go back and look. Let's see if he's got a hang power clean. Yeah, okay, this is a good one. So because he's put in different numbers in other places, so he did an 8x3 at one time at 255, and Josh, that's massive, it gives him an estimated one rep max of 238. So it uses some the math related around some science of the business to come up with what should his max be, since he's never done that, right? So this number is not only for reference, so I can, he didn't have one, so we did power clean. You can see his numbers, but also you could type it in and get a score to help you out in the future. So for example, I believe I put mine in. Yeah, so I did basically by threes the whole way. So I did 30 sets of 3, that's 90 of them, at 115 and hit save. So I don't know if that'll actually change mine now because my one rep max was higher, or a lot higher. But it gives me some more data points. So that's how you want to use that. So then on the leaderboard, what happens is you're now categorized for those who did that workout, and they can see how they're ranked. and then those who did the other workout and see how they're ranked. But more importantly, it helps you track your scores for later on. So if you notice, Donovan's going back and doing some old workouts. He spent 2 years doing Olympic lifting. He's going back and doing all these old workouts. And because he's tracked everything correctly, he can actually get a good comparison. So in the next 2 workouts he's going to do, he knows he did them scaled. So he's like, well, do I do them scaled or do I go RX and see what happens? So the more accurate information you can put into the system, the better it is for you. And I know it's kind of confusing as we get started, either as you're brand new or we change over coaching or a little bit of the programming styles, but this should be relatively similar. So there'll be a reference portion, then maybe 1 or 2 different workouts you can choose from, which will be very similar, but give you some options for being new and still getting through the workout. So basically it's a leveling the scale field. So if we all just simply picked a weight and said scaled, then the computer doesn't know how to rank you. So it just fakes it and just picks your time and says, I don't know what they did. So this gives us a way to have a standard scale. Anyway, hope that helps. It makes some more sense about how to actually log those results and keep them accurate for you.